What up, y'all? Welcome back. Hopefully you guys can see me and hear me just fine. Today, I'm gonna do the giveaway. We'll announce the winner and go over some of the things that I wish I knew, things wish I would have considered, and the things that I've learned after going to the different lakes and fishing with different fishermen and just trying things and seeing that they don't work or trying things and seeing that they do work. To show you the mistakes that I've made and suggesting that you don't make those same mistakes. If it works for you, great. But this is just my opinion on things that I've done and learned not to do. What just don't work for me. So it doesn't matter how you get started, as long as you get started. So this is literally the rod that I've been using. And it's nothing special. It's a 6'6". I don't even think it's ultralight. Let me see what it says. It's an Eagle Claw. It's 6'6", and it says it's medium. But it has like, it's like Wicked, you know what I mean? It has that bounce to it. But it's not 7 foot, it's not 7'6". It's a pretty short rod for the type of fishing that I'm doing. But because of the lakes that I go to, it doesn't, I'm able to cast out far enough. So I wasn't sure what was working. I don't know what color was good for this lake at Cucamonga. So I was just like, you know what, let me just try 2 different lures. So what I was doing was I was setting up like a drop shot because I wanted to use 2 jigs at one time to see if that would work. So what I realized is the jig on the bottom was just dragging in the mud, and the jig above was the only one that was actually working. So it was defeating the purpose of having 2 jigs. I mean, I think it probably would have worked better if I was at a body of water that was deeper. But because Cucamonga is so shallow, the bottom jig just dragged in the water and I never got bit. On that same day, I was also using, I think, 5-pound tests. You can still get bit, and I have gotten bit on rods, on setups that had like 5 or 6-pound tests. But hands down, it doesn't compare to running 2-pound tests. 2-pound test is the best way to go, in my opinion, based on my experience fishing next to people that got 2-pound tests and them catching or getting bit, and I'm not. Or me fishing with 2 jigs, with a drop top setup, one on the bottom and one on top, versus somebody who has 2-pound tests, 1 jig, casting out to the spot, same spot I'm casting, and they getting hit and I'm not. So that's that. And then also versus myself running 2-pound tests with 1 jig and getting hit. When I can't remember a time when I was running the 2 jigs and got bit. It all depends on the body of water. Okay, with that said. Again, so my rod is just something I got from Walmart. This was literally probably like $10. I think it was like $10. I just saw it. It was, me and my brothers, we always get the pole and go, we do this. Oh, it's wicked. It's wicked. We like the way it bends. So that's the reason why we would get it. That was the only reason why I got this rod. But it works. And because I don't have to cast out super far, it don't have to be super tall. But in the reel, this is it's just something I got from Bass Pro Shop. Whatever was cheapest, it was $40. It was on sale. And these are pretty much always on sale. The gear ratio is 5:2 to 1. And it's a micro light elite 2-pound test with a 2-pound test, P-line, floral clear. So yeah, it's just the cheapest reel that I saw, and it's pretty smooth. I like it, but at the same time, I do hook up on even cheaper stuff, the little reel combos. The thing that you're gonna realize is if you buy a reel combo, the reel is gonna be cheap and the rod is gonna be cheap. My recommendation is, as long as it's ultralight and you don't mind casting it over and over again, it's fine. Because if you're a bait and weight kind of person, these are some very small split shots in here. You want to go as light as you can. And what I realized is, so these are size 6 mosquito hooks. The reason why you want to go with a size 6, a mosquito hook in particular, because you can have like a size 6 but the gauge of the hook is thicker. When you pair it with some power bait or like a mouse tail, these things are designed to float. So if your hook is thick and heavy, this bait is not going to float. So, your weight is supposed to sit on the bottom or allow you to get out there, and your bait is supposed to float kind of in the strike zone. If the hook is too heavy, your bait is not going to float and it's going to sink to the bottom. As soon as you drop it down, that bait is gradually sinking. It's pretty clear water, so you can see it sitting on the bottom. So if you was actually look at look at some underwater footage of trout, they're very rarely hugging the bottom. They're up kind of midway in like the water column, like kind of like mid-range. So you want your bait to float. And so you want to tie your hook on, bait your hook, and then drop it down right in front of you. You want to make sure that bait is floating, because if the bait isn't floating, you're probably not going to get bit. So don't make the same mistake that I've made with having an idea of the colors that work and then taking only those colors. You want to taste the rainbow. Have every color that you possibly could have. Red, pink, all the different colors, because you never really know depending on where you're going. Like, I asked this guy, those fishing next to me, like, what colors was he using? At Cucamonga, in my mind, yellow and white, yellow and black. Those were the colors that were hitting. But he got hit on red and white. And then another guy got hit on, that I was fishing with, they were getting them on chartreuse power worms. So you really never know. It's just your personal experience. So you want to have as many colors as you can. That's the best bet. But at the same time, if you don't have all the colors, that doesn't mean you shouldn't go. Work with what you got. And if you're not catching, don't be afraid to talk to other fishermen. Get tips from them. Find out what. Always be paying attention to what somebody else is doing and what's working, or the thing that you're doing that's not working, so you don't repeat those same mistakes. So thanks to everybody that liked, shared, and subscribed, and entered in the giveaway by commenting giveaway in any of my recent videos. Here's all your names right here in the bag. I appreciate it, and hopefully whoever gets this will put it to good use. All right, I'm just gonna pick a name randomly. See, to mix it all in. All right. There's your winner, your local bass fisherman. All right, congratulations to the local bass fisherman. I appreciate everybody that entered, but he won. All right, y'all, one last tip. So I think it's important that you have some polarized glasses, whether they're expensive or cheap. They could be like hundreds of dollars or even $5. I ran into this one guy the other day. I was at Diamond Valley Lake, and he had them $5 glasses. He said he gets like 3 or 4 pair, and he leaves one in the truck, and it's like where in different bags, so he always has a pair. So I had a pair that my brother gave me, but the thing was, I didn't bring a hat, and I didn't realize that it made a difference. But I had just the glasses on, but I still couldn't see because the way the light was hitting the glasses, it was still putting a glare over the glasses, and I couldn't see as well as the next man because they had the glasses plus a hat, because a hat, puts that shade over your glasses so that you can see the fish better. So get a pair of polarized glasses, whether they're $5 or $50 or however much you want to spend. $5 is good, they still work, but bring a hat too, just so you can see, because there were times where I was walking around like this, trying to see them, and I'll spot them like this, and then I gotta, go to casting. But then, they're constantly cruising and moving. So match your glasses with a hat that you can put that shade down. All right, y'all. With that said, I appreciate y'all. Thank you to everybody that subscribed. Thank you to everybody that leave comments and tips for myself and for everybody else. So as I learn and get better at trout fishing, at bass fishing, at whatever. I'm gonna make a video to try to pass on the knowledge and, you know, hopefully get some other people. As you guys comment down below, you know, we all learn. We all win, you know. Yeah, we all win. So with that said, y'all, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Then you can leave a comment down below. Any tips and tricks are greatly appreciated.